What's going on, my friends? How we doing? Welcome to the late night live stream. My name is Max Joseph. Hello. Wow, we got lots of comments already. What's going on, everyone? What's up? Just hanging here at home. Just chilling. Fide. Hi, Fide. How you doing? A lot has happened today. But first and most important, if you are here right now, I have a very, very, very special guest that I'm sure many of you will be very excited about. It is the one and the only Samantha Schiffman.
Just popping in to say hello before I go to sleep.
How you been?
I've been okay.
Yeah?
Quarantine is long.
Quarantine's very long. How's everyone's quarantine doing?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Have you watched anything good lately? Any movies?
I've watched all the Marvel things recently.
Yeah.
Things. They're movies.
There are things and movies. There are movies and things. Yeah. So she hasn't seen all of the Marvel movies, but now
I
have?
have, except I've not watched any of the Iron Mans or Ant-Man and the Wasp
or Hulk.
or Hulk. And I still don't know what happens in any of the Thor movies.
Yet you've seen Endgame and Infinity War and all the Avengers movies,
Correct.
so you know everything that happens.
I saw Infinity War before everything.
What's everyone's favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie? Throw it in the comments. Ready, go.
Although I finally know what happens in Ultron.
Oh my God. We've tried watching that movie at least 18 times,
Now
and
I
she
know.
finally
Oh, my
got
friends! Hi, friends!
so many fans.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Micah, yes, welcome to the stream. Miles, hey. All the way, May.
Yes, hi, Jackson.
Pedro, hi, Max and Sam, hi. You're going to make a video essay on Chicago. I would love to see that if you're talking about the movie.
Yeah.
So we watched that like 6 months ago or something? Yeah.
Recently. I love it.
It's a masterwork, I think.
Well, must not have been 6 months, but I lived on a ship then.
Winter Soldier. Yes.
You
don't
that
get
one.
it. You don't get it.
I have trust issues with the MCU right now.
You do.
I have a lot of trust issues with the MCU.
But that's just because you don't know who's good, who's bad.
We watched Winter Soldier.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Marvel, but also if you haven't seen
I'm
Marvel.
not going to spoil anything. I'm just taking the two movies that gave me trust issues.
Very good.
We watched Winter Soldier and Far From Home, like, in close proximity to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of trust issues now.
Right.
Hi, Sam. How was Parasite? Guys, I don't think I've been on the live stream since I saw Parasite.
Oh, also shout out really quickly to Chromatica and Thomas. Thanks for being a member. Love those badges. Anyway.
I don't think we've talked since I saw Parasite. Guys, I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Which is the correct response, because it's a perfect movie.
Like, when I watched it, for how many days after would I just keep saying, like, I just can't stop thinking about it?
Yeah, this pretty on point.
It was remarkable.
Yeah, it's a remarkable piece of cinema. Yeah. Favorite MCU movie is Endgame. Yep. Who's your favorite MCU villain? Mine is Hela. Because of Kate Blanchett. That's a good call.
Interesting. Who's my favorite villain?
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't know. I do like Zola.
You like Loki.
Oh, I like Loki, but he hardly counts.
I mean, he does.
Then Loki's my answer.
Great.
Do I get to answer what my favorite Marvel movie is?
Go
because
ahead.
I now have one, and it is
It's Guardians 2.
It is Guardians 2.
Lord.
Well, I was gonna say it's controversial.
It's a good movie.
But why do I like Guardians 2?
Because Mantis and
all my
Baby
friends
Groot
are in it.
Yeah.
I am Baby Groot.
You are Baby Groot.
Baby Groot dancing through the opening credits is really a stellar piece of art.
No, that's good. That's good content.
Yeah.
You saw some spicy reactions on my Instagram story. I'm not sure what that is, but
To me, watching Parasite.
oh,
Yeah,
very
I was
good, very
freaking
good.
out.
Yeah. You watched La La Land for the first time on Friday. Favorite movie of all time. It's a very, very good movie. I've only seen it like twice, but Damien Chazelle, man, he is so good. I love you, Sam. I love you too. And do you love him?
Yeah. Jackson's my biggest fan.
I'm your biggest fan,
That's
actually.
true. You are.
Oh, here's a question, because what was the last movie everyone saw in a movie theater?
I'm gonna wait to answer this
Because
one.
the last movie I saw was Parasite in IMAX. And if, God forbid, poo, that was the last movie I've seen in theaters, at least I went out with a hit.
You tell me when I'm allowed to share what my last movie in theaters was.
Go ahead. Okay. Last movie you saw was Cats. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a bad movie to watch the day your grandma died. Oy, Gavalt. Yes, it is. I'm very sorry. Do you think you ever want to do a video essay? Yeah, why not? That sounds fun. Invisible Man. Do you think...
I want to see that.
No, you don't. You would not do well. Do you think Ansel Elgort would do a superhero role? I think he would make a great Human Torch. I'd be into that. I think he's phenomenal. I can't wait for West Side Story. You're having buffering issues with the audio. Oh, no. That's not
Is anyone
good.
else having issues?
Let us know. Last movie you saw was Onward.
A lot of people like Guardians, too. You like it.
I do like it. I like it more with every watch, actually, but... Thomas Hastings, you and me both. Pixar, I see without fail opening night. I didn't get to see Onward on opening night because we were at a bridal shower in Cleveland, so I was out of town. You're not having issues.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Might just be a buffering where...
I don't know, I'm trying this new little program thing. I'm hoping this works. So I don't, because I hate going on my phone. I like having this nice little setup where I can like have some graphics for y'all and you can see the live chat. It's very exciting. It's very fancy schmancy Nancy. Do you like that?
Yeah. I'm losing steam. I think I have to go to
bed?
sleep.
All right. Would you like to say a send off to anyone?
Watch Cats. Watch Cats. It's going to be on YouTube this weekend. The Broadway production.
But the Broadway production is good. It's just
that's what I'm going to leave here, is you should watch Cats this weekend. The Broadway version, for those of you that didn't love the film, because it is.
The dancing's very good.
The show is very good. And on that note,
good night. Sleep well.
Shalom, my friends. I do it right?
Nice.
Night, everyone.
Hilarious. Okay, so one of the things that we should maybe talk about is New Mutants, because good lord, it's finally coming. It's finally coming. I think this is the 5th. I'm not sure what the number is. Someone can throw it in the comments, but I think it's the 5th time it's been moved. And good lord, that is just... I'm thrilled they keep moving it because it's a movie that obviously should be seen in theaters. This movie better be one of the greatest movies of all time after the amount of times that they've moved it. 5th time's the charm. Do I hate Glenn Close? Absolutely not. Why would I hate Glenn Close? I think she should have won the Oscar for The Wife. I think she's brilliant. The movie's cursed. 6th time is the nonsense point. Yeah, I have a feeling it's not gonna be wonderful. But y'all know me. I'm keeping myself as optimistic as possible. And I'm gonna go in with a positive attitude and have a good time. Because gosh darn it, I'm gonna be excited to see a movie in theaters. You know, it'll be very exciting. Thomas, you might be right about an asteroid going to get hit and it will be delayed again. Or they'll just go straight to streaming. I don't know. Eric, that's hilarious that you met the cast 3 years ago, because that still has not come out. It's crazy to me. You think it's going to get moved again? August is too close. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think it has potential to make some money, so I hope they keep it in theaters, because Lord knows we need any sort of blockbuster to stay in a theater, but whatever. Charlotte, how brilliant do you think the Five Bloods will be? I am very excited about it. And if coronavirus was not a thing, I mean, if you've watched any of my predictions, I've said that like I think that Five Bloods will win the Oscar, but because of coronavirus, I think people are going to be very excited to revisit one of the quote greatest films of all time, and that'll be sort of an emotional vote. So I'm very excited for Five Bloods. Spike's one of my favorite directors. You will 99% chance see him in my, if you're watching this, you have a leg up. Most likely see him in my lineup for my favorite directors of all time. So it's got a great cast. Um, Michael B. Jordan, Delroy Lindo, Paul Walter Hauser, who was amazing, and Richard Jewell, by the way, incredible work from him. So I'm feeling very optimistic about that movie. I think it'll be a really big thing for people to like sit down and watch, kind of like in a different way. You know how Bird Box came out and it was like the most watched thing? I think that's gonna be Five Bloods. It's gonna come out when like people need to see a new movie, and I think it'll be something really special, and I'm really excited. What are your thoughts if Meryl Streep and Glenn Close remade Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? I'm always going to be excited for anything that involves Meryl Streep and Glenn Close. So you could say they are going to be doing a movie about the phone book, and they read a phone book for 2.5 hours. I will be there, and I will probably cry. So I'm all about it. Jackson, you're also excited. Yes, also excited. Thomas, you were hoping it was go to streaming, but I could still see it at the drive-in. Ugh, that'd be awesome if I could do it at the drive-in. Chromatica, Lady Gaga is releasing Chromatica on May 29th. Well, isn't that exciting? She's wonderful. Nick, Mank is the only movie that exists this year. The only one that I will actually be crying about if it gets delayed. Also, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I think it might end up being Netflix's big push this year. If we're talking about the Oscars, I think that just based on release date, I think that they're gonna push Mank a lot. I don't know. It depends on how Five Bloods goes. We'll see. But I'm really excited for both of them. Oh gosh. It scrolled. You think Five Bloods might be more... Aaron, you think Five Bloods might be more liked as it looks to be less political. Yeah, that's very true. But I do think that the world's just going to be so happy to have a new Oscar-y a big Oscar-like film that's coming out. I think that's going to be really exciting. As much as I love like Trolls and like the animated movies that are coming out, it's going to be really nice to have something like Juicy. It's going to be really great. Logan is the best superhero movie of the decade without question. It's the only one that feels like it's challenging the audience. That was one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Spoiler alert for my list of favorite superhero movies of all time, but that is surely on there. I love Logan. I've seen it many times. If you haven't watched it in black and white, it's remarkable. I highly recommend it. Best actress nowadays. I just released my top 10 female actors of all time, and Viola Davis is at number 1, so Viola. But up and comers, I'm very excited about Florence Pugh. Saoirse Ronan's kind of already been here for a little bit, but I'm very excited about them. Timothée Chalamet, Lucas Hedges, Kelvin Harrison Jr., Jonathan Majors. There's some really great people coming. Nats Diana, how do you think West Side Story is going to turn out? I'm very excited about it. Like, probably more so than most of the planet. Maybe that's because I think it's one of the greatest musicals of all time, and movie musicals of all time. And I trust Steven Spielberg to do justice with this. And I also I know this cast. Like, I know all the Broadway people. It's a really, really good cast. And the stills that I've been seeing, I just saw, like, a video, and I think it's going to be, I hope that it's going to be amazing. I'm very, very excited. Thomas, do you think Hamilton could get any awards push? I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but who knows? The Academy can change their mind about anything when they want. Oh, Lord, I'm missing out. Okay. Max, interesting question here. If animated films were eligible for Best Cinematography, which do you think should win for that award? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse without question. Chromatica, who would you have replaced for the Best Actress on Oscars 2018? Toni Collette for Hereditary or Emily Blunt? Ooh. Probably Toni Collette. Yeah, Toni Collette. And I loved Emily Blunt from Mary Poppins, but I would have rather seen her get in for A Quiet Place. I would have loved that. Aaron, 99% of Black Klansmen you liked, 1% nearly ruined it. Oh, it was one of my favorites that year. I wanted Driver to. I know he wasn't going to win, but he was my pick to win. I loved that movie. Max, where is your Oscar? I don't know. Please send it. I don't have an Oscar, but I would love one. Do you hate Kate Blanchett? Good Lord, no. She is incredible. Incredible. Lord, I love her. What? No. She's wonderful. Yeah, no one hates Kate Blanchett. I have seen The English Patient. Yeah, it's very good. Acting 101. The longest movie ever made is a movie called Modern Times Forever. It will take 10 days to watch it. I don't want to do that right now, although we all might have time. D. Lang. Like that badge. A. B. When you're a jet, you're the jet of the way. Yeah, I'm very excited for those dances. A lot of Broadway boys, a lot of Broadway ladies. It's gonna be awesome. Pedro, what do you think of Manu Ginobili? Are we talking about the San Antonio Spur, Manu Ginobili? If we are, then I think he's a great player. I didn't like when he beat the Cavs in 2007-8, but I've always loved him. Have I seen the Spanish series Money Heist? I don't think I have. Eric, favorite Brazilian movie? I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe I don't know if I've seen enough to say that I have one. I'm very sorry. Hansel, hello from Nicaragua. Hello, my friend. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. I'm so happy to see you, my friend. Did you know that Gerwig was in the 2011 Arthur remake? I think I knew that. That's not like a fact that like I actively and aggressively know, but I know that she's done like, yeah. Who should be in memoriam? Good Lord, I can't even think about that. That's too sad. Oh. Oy, oy, oy. Jerry Stiller. Oh, R.I.P. Jerry Stiller. What's everyone's favorite Jerry Stiller movie? I don't know. That is hard. Oh my god, he was great. Man, that one stung. It's gonna be a lot this year, and it's gonna be really, really hard, I think. Gerwig is a writer, actor, or director. You prefer her as a writer, but she's brilliant in everything she does. I think that everything she does is perfection. I probably prefer her as a writer and director, but she's a great actor. I will follow that woman into anywhere. I will follow her. I think she's absolutely brilliant. What's your dream movie? What does that mean? Like the movie that I would want to be in, or something else? I'm not sure. Chromatica. Who do you think should have won? Helena Bonham Carter for The King's Speech or Melissa Leo for the... I've seen The King's Speech more recently, because I did my watch through of all Best Picture winners of the last decade, and I haven't seen The Fighter in years, so I can't make an educated decision on that. But I really like The Fighter, and it's probably my favorite Christian Bale movie performance. That's hard. I would have to go back and watch The Fighter, which I should do. It's a very good movie. I remember loving it. Thomas, I feel that Netflix can't win Oscars because they run so many competing campaigns. Yeah. I mean, listen, this might turn into a streaming game, y'all. It really might. So it's funny that the first year that Netflix might win Best Picture is the year that they're like allowing streaming films. I just find it funny. Do you think the MCU is the best saga of movies in the history of film? That is. I don't want to eat my words. That there's a lot of other sagas, and I would need to look back at all the franchises and all the everything. It's one of my favorites. I don't know if I can say it's one of the best. I mean, to me it might be, but I need to go through and like look at all of them. I don't want to say something and then be like, oh no, it's this, this, and this. It is probably the most cohesive of the sagas. My dream movie with the dream cast directed by the dream director. Oh, goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Feel free to message me on Twitter or Instagram, and I will get back to you, because I have to think about that. But probably written and or directed by either Greta Gerwig or Steven Spielberg. That's probably where that would start. Yeah, Glenn Closeface, actress for 2022 Sunset Boulevard. I have a hard. I mean, listen, we all thought she was going to win a few years ago, but I have a hard time believing that Glenn Close, if she doesn't win for Hillbilly Elegy this year, I have a hard time believing she'll lose for Sunset Boulevard. But like, we thought she was going to win for The Wife, and that didn't happen. But you know, Young Gun Choi, has anyone disrespected you for no reason? In the comments section, in the what, in life, like, sure. Not sure what you mean, but I don't play with I don't do those games. I don't deal with disrespectful people. You would love a best movie soundtrack award. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. And the award goes to Guardians of the Galaxy. Thomas, you can't believe the Academy hasn't given Bradley Cooper an Oscar. His time will come. I think it might come as a director before it comes for an actor, actually. Well, I don't know that for sure, but like, man, if A Star Is Born told us anything, it's Bradley Cooper can direct a heck of a movie. Toy Story is the best saga, says Thomas. That is maybe accurate, actually. That's a good call. Whoa, I am behind on the comments. All right, let's go. Captain America Civil War. We just watched that, Jackson. So good. My favorite trilogy? I would have said probably Toy Story, actually, but now I can't. I would have to look at it. Star Wars is absolutely one of the best. Captain America Winter Soldier remains superior to all. That movie is frickin' perfect. Yes. Nicholas, he asked, why did you give Social Network a 3.5 out of 5? Because I saw it years ago and I haven't watched it since. So a lot of my letterbox from like old movies past, like I haven't revisited them in years. So they're at a rating that I probably would update. Why? But I think I would have loved for the Social Network to win that Oscar. Or Toy Story 3. I would have really, really loved Toy Story 3, but that obviously wasn't going to happen. Okay. Nicholas, I can't believe you found that rating. Life of Pi, I could not get into. I could not get into. It was very, very pretty. That's it. That's hilarious. I, to be fair, I have not seen that movie since I saw it in theaters. So maybe I will change my mind if you challenge me enough. I will give it a rewatch. But that was one of the films I just could not get into. Jake Gyllenhaal performance that he deserved an Academy Award. Oh God, Nightcrawler. I don't remember who his competition would have been, but Nightcrawler was freaking incredible. Will Lady Gaga win an Oscar for her new Ridley Scott film? It depends on who her competition is. I mean, I think she could have won for Star is Born, but she had incredible competition, actually. You think Bradley Cooper will win as a producer? Yeah, yes. Brad Pitt won as a producer before he won his acting Oscar, so that's valid. Starring Hansel, you said, directed by Spielberg, written by Gerwig, starring Chalamet, Streep, Hanks, and Driver. Oh God, throw in Viola Davis and Denzel Washington. I'm in. Toy Story 4 deserved a Best Picture nomination. People, please don't attack. No need to attack. There's no attacking on here. No attacking. Zane. Hey Max, just tuning in. I'll have to go at 11:35. No problem. Thanks for joining in, my friend. Ryan. Hi. What do you think of The Room? Exactly what you said. It's the best, worst film ever. It is exactly what it needs to be. Yeah. Arrival's great. That's a good movie. I haven't seen it. I started watching it like a week ago. Then I stopped because I had to get some work done. But that was a very good movie. Nightmare Alley has been Chromatica. You asked if Nightmare Alley had been delayed. You're excited to see Kate Blanchett and Toni Collette in it, and Rooney Mara. That cast is unreal, and the still that we saw is basically like Carol, but whatever. Yes, the production was paused, so that's not coming out anytime soon. That's why it's not on any of my predictions right now. If you've been watching my prediction videos, any movie, to my knowledge, that has been postponed, indefinitely moved their release date, they are not, like, I take them completely out. So, like, Will Smith for King Richard should be in my 10 for Best Actor, but because that movie isn't coming out this year, I just take them out. Let's see. D. Lang, you recently watched Color Purple. Whoopi was amazing as lead actress. Ugh, yes. Watch my top 10 because Whoopi is in there and I love her. Paul, you asked if David Fincher will win director for Mank at the next Oscars. Right now I do. That is changing almost every day. I had Spike for a long time, and then I moved to Mank. Chloe Zhao looks really good. Sofia Coppola looks good. There's a lot of good people here. Right now, yes. What kind of movie do you think Saoirse will win for? I mean, right now I have her winning for Ammonite, so that is what I think. If Glenn Close isn't a thing this year, then my prediction is for Saoirse Ronan to win. Question, what is the best score for a video game? Mario 6? Oh, probably Halo on Xbox, the original Halo. So good. Max is not a TV person. I'm not a TV person, but that's okay. I do watch, like, occasional shows, but I clearly watch a lot of movies. Let's see. Endgame should have been nominated for Best Score. I would have loved that. Alan Silvestri would have been great. Sad Mouse, you're one of the 4 people on the planet who adores The King's Speech. I don't dislike it by any means. I just don't think it was the best picture winner, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. LeBron James for Best Actor for Space Jam. I wish. As someone who can say that he's my favorite basketball player of all time, I would be all about that. I mean, that would be insane, but like, can you imagine? Endgame should have been nominated for Best Score. It's the only MCU score. Yeah, it's very good. Do you think Margot Robbie is a future Oscar winner? Absolutely. I sometimes think that Tanya should have done it. Absolutely, she will eventually win an Oscar. Thomas, what is a movie you wish you could experience for the first time again? Avengers Endgame, Parasite, Shawshank Redemption, Remember the Titans. I don't know why A Quiet Place is getting thrown in there, because I don't know why. That movie was awesome, and I just like wasn't expecting it to be as incredible as it was. But yeah. You hate Jessica Chastain. I'm sorry you don't like her. I think she's brilliant. At least as an actor, I think she's wonderful. I think Minari will win picture, screenplay, and supporting actor. That would be awesome. That would be iconic. That'd be fun. You read as fast as you speak. Amazing. Hilarious. What should have won cinematography? The Favorite or Roma? Team Favorite. Me too. I think Roma's cinematography is the highlight of that movie. But that fish lens in The Favorite is like so good for me. Oh God, that movie was so good. Miles, you're hoping if Tenet comes out as scheduled, it gets a picture nomination. I think that is a very, very likely thing. I'm still a little hesitant only because of that release date, and I think it like might compete a little bit with Dune. But as far as like genre, I guess. But if this is the movie that like gives movie theaters, returns us back to movie theaters, then like that alone is like enough to give it a nomination. I sound like Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. I'm taking that as a compliment. Thank you. You want to see a primetime TV show created by Greta Gerwig? Me too. That'd be great. Whoa, am I behind? Okay. Nolan should have been nominated for Best Director instead of David O. Russell in 2011. I have to see who the other few were, but I probably agree with that. Have I heard of a musical called 42nd Street? Of course. 42nd Street. Chastain destroys everything she touches. I disagree, but that's okay. We all have opinions. Almost 2 a.m. in your country. Good Lord, go to bed. I'll see you next time, my friend. Do I think Endgame deserved a Best Cinematography nomination? I'm trying to remember. Nick, do me a favor and just give me the 5 who were nominated this year, and then I'll let you know. Social Network is objectively much better than King's Speech, but I personally enjoy the King's Speech more. Social Network should have won Director and Picture, in my opinion. Totally. I'm into it. Rosamund Pike should have won for Gone Girl. Oh, God. That's another movie I wish I could have seen it for the first time. If you could replace Toni Collette for Hereditary with the 5 Oscars 2019 nominees, who would you replace her with? Oh, you gotta give me the lineup. Because you gotta give me the lineup, and then I'll be able to tell you. You hope Nolan gets recognized for Tenet. He's been nominated. Yeah, it's very possible. I think Chris Nolan is one of the most brilliant directors of our generation. So I'm all about it. That was a compliment. You sounded like Felix. Oh, thank sweet baby Moses. Trey Parker and Matt Stone should win an Oscar so that they can win an EGOT. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Zane, unpopular opinion, although Robert Yeoman's cinematography for Anderson films is great, It's just one frame usually, so should it be nominated? I think his eye is incredible. Yes, he should be. I think. That's just me. And I can't wait for French Dispatch. It looks gorgeous. Oh my god, am I so excited for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I can't even put it to words how excited I am, actually. I probably have played that game more than I have top 3 games I've played like the longest amount of like energy, put the most amount of energy into all of the Tony Hawk games. Anyway, The Dark Knight should have won Best Director and Inception. I would have loved that. I would have loved for Dark Knight to get more, but thank God we got Heath Ledger. 2020 cinematography noms. Thank you. Irishman, Joker, Lighthouse, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Thank you, Miles. I probably actually wouldn't have replaced Endgame with any of those, but there are other movies that I would have replaced instead of Endgame. Probably at the time when I said should be nominated for cinematography was in April, probably April 25th or something when I saw it. And if it wasn't, let me know. Maybe I'm crazy. There are other movies I would replace those with, though. Thank you for doing that, Nicholas and Miles. Chromatica, Glenn Close. Oh, okay, wait. This was Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, Lady Gaga, Melissa McCarthy, and Yulisa Aparicio. And that was for... I could replace Toni Collette. Okay. I would have taken out... Okay, here's the thing. I would have moved Olivia Colman into supporting. Because I still will say forever that she should have been. Because if anyone's the lead, it's not her. So that's probably where I would have made the move. I loved Lady Gaga. I loved Glenn Close. Yeah. Instead of replacing, I would just move Olivia Colman and let her win supporting. But that's me. Lighthouse should have won cinematography. I mean, I don't necessarily agree, but that would have been a really cool win. I would have loved to see that. What do you do, Raul R? What do you do for a living? Besides eat literally all the time, because what else is there to do right now? I do a lot of design, graphic design, web design, and then I do this. Yeah, I have my own company of websites, so that's mainly what I do. Waves had great... Yes, Waves. I would have loved to see Waves in there. Or Last Black Man, San Francisco. I would have loved to see that. Even the cinematography in Knives Out. That movie was so good. So good. Miles, I agree with you on Waves should have been nominated for cinematography. Do you think Spider-Man will be playable in Tony Hawk Pro Skater like the original? I bet it will be. Or it'll be like a add-on kind of thing. Monster is objectively not a good movie, but Charlize is perfect. I mean, she can do no wrong in my book. Who would you cast in a possible Fantastic Four movie? I mean, we already have our two. We have John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, and then I don't care. At that point, I'm in. Can you imagine if Chris Evans just said, yeah, I'll do it? That'd be hilarious. Ty, 30 Rock is one of your favorite TV comedies of all time. If y'all want to know a show I watch, I think Sam and I have watched that series 3 times over since we started social distancing. That is a perfect comedy. Dangerous Liaisons, good call. Under the Skin, Nats Diana? I'm sorry, I can't. I'm gonna move you all a little bit. Oh god, that's so much comfier. I think Under the Skin is phenomenal, and Scarlett Johansson is an underrated actor. That's just me. Pippin as a movie musical, I would love that. Corner of the Sky is one of my favorite songs written for theater, so. Avada Kedavra. we also talk about for a second that Lucius Malfoy for sure tried to kill Harry Potter in Chamber of Secrets and, like, there were no consequences? I find that remarkable. Anyway. I did watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, actually. I did watch that. Do I hate Meryl Streep? Good lord, no. She's one of the greatest actors of all time. You want a full-length Pixar movie in the style of Kid Bull? Oh my god, Thomas. Me too. I would be into that. D. Excuse me, I got something stuck. You recently rewatched 1917. While the score for Joker was unique, that score for 1917 is truly brilliant, one of the best ever. I agree with you. I was thrilled. Like, if anyone else could have won, I would have wanted Joker. So, like, great. But I was all aboard 1917. Am I watching The Last Dance? I'm, like, 3 episodes in. Because the first one aired on my birthday. And so I didn't watch it. And then I just, like, got behind. But I started watching it, like, a week ago. And it's fantastic. You watch The Masked Singer? I do. I didn't watch tonight, though. Yeah, oh gosh, we moved a little. Okay. 1917 should have won score, but it was kind of loud, and they need more women to win Oscars. I also do think Joker had the best score. I think that score is unreal. But, like, as far as, like, plot, I think the 1917 score did more. But also, thrilled for Joker. Ryan, I think that you might be right. That 1917 is one of the best war movies ever. I much prefer it to Dunkirk. I very much prefer 1917 over Dunkirk. Addie, you think that Pixar should make a movie with all the characters of their movies in that one movie and confirm the Pixar... Oh, God, wouldn't that be amazing? That's another thing that I would, like, lose my freaking mind over. But also, I would be into them just kind of continuing and giving little hints of it, and then we can always just, like, assume. But, oh, God. Have I seen the Lion King musical? Of course. I've seen it not many times, but yes, I have. Nicholas, I do think the cinematography in Endgame is great. Have I seen Bow? Yes. Too many times. Too many tears. So good. Jackson, you think every Saoirse Ronan film should have a title like Birdman, for example, Saoirse Ronan, or a movie called... That's funny. Let's do an open, just Q&A kind of thing. And if 1917 won Best Picture, I would have been kind of upset. Parasite extremely deserving and definitely deserved to win. Oh, absolutely. Have I seen Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? Oh, yes. Maybe the greatest thing I've ever seen on stage. Harry Potter is always saved by mother's love from Lily to Nurse. Ugh. I mean, if y'all want to talk Harry Potter, I can do an entire live stream of just that, because Harry Potter is my baby. We have an entire section on our bookshelf dedicated to Harry Potter. Gregory, do I think that the MCU will explore their horror universe? They should. I mean, if Doctor Strange... I mean, they said it's going to be rated PG-13, but, like, I think... They're never going to be, like, full-on horror, but I think they could do something. Charlotte. Joker was a thrilling score. Hildur Gudendottir. Oh, yeah, no, she's freaking brilliant. I am thrilled she won, and that was actually one of my favorite moments of the entire ceremony, was that standing ovation and that speech. It was so beautiful. Absolutely deserving. I loved it. Okay, did you hear about Disney Plus doing a live-action Hercules movie? I did. I'm all about it, because I think Hercules is one of the best Disney movies, so I'm all about it. Thomas, you hope we get a Pixar short before Soul. I like the Simpsons short before Onward, but it's not Pixar. Also, Toy Story 4 didn't have a short, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're doing those Pixar Spark. Is that what it's called on Disney Plus or whatever YouTube I think it is? It's really wonderful. Their shorts are absolutely stunning, so I'm all about it. Um, Fight Club or Seven, I can't choose. I cannot choose. That is a very, very hard choice for me. Mm, Seven, but I could change my answer literally in 5 minutes. Ty, I couldn't agree more with you. I think Slumdog Millionaire is one of the most deserving pictures. I rewatched that like 2 months ago with my family who had never seen it, and they were like, "This is amazing." I'm like, "I know." Dev Patel is so good. Love that movie. One of my favorite Best Picture winners of the last 20 years, actually. Young Gunjoy, do I think you could be a great poet? Absolutely. Why not? Um, Clayton Green, I do think Michael B. Jordan's performance in Black Panther is underappreciated. He is absolutely brilliant in that film. Um, Probably the best well-rounded character and acting from an MCU villain outside of Loki. I mean, like, and I'm talking about this like character work, like the character that Killmonger is. Like, I mean, Michael B. Jordan did something really special with that. Imelda Staunton, who played Dolores, will play Queen Elizabeth II in The Crown season 5 and 6. I did hear that, and she is brilliant. Also, have you heard her sing? Just do yourself a favor and do that. Jackson, Bombshell, Knives Out, Farewell, Avengers, or Queen and Slim would have taken the last spot for Best Picture. I would have loved that. Diego, you wish that Paul Thomas Anderson should have directed 1917 instead of Sam Mendes. Interesting. Oh, he should have. I understand what you're saying, I think. Am I aware of these really funny Korean actors pretending to be Bong Joon-ho? And I am not, but I'm interested in whatever that is. Spark Short, thank you, Adi. Zane, if I could direct a movie, who'd be my dream cast? I would need to think about it. And I don't even know what genre it would be. I don't know the answer. I just don't. Ladybird or Little Women? Probably Ladybird, but again, that's something I could switch very, very easily. Also, sorry if there is a lag happening right now. I need to make sure that Wi-Fi is... We have very, very not wonderful Wi-Fi right now. 7 is better by the smallest margin. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of Sand Pebbles. Maybe I have, but it doesn't sound too familiar. I have seen Punch Drunk Love, but not in a while. My favorite DDL movie, I can't say because I will eventually be doing a ranking of them. But look forward to that, Gregory, my friend. Also, I hate self-promotion, but if you become a member of the channel, you can give me a top 10 or a ranking. And then if you tell me to do Daniel Day-Lewis, I gotta do it. What's in the box? Oh, God. I did see Pain and Glory, and it's fantastic. My favorite Best Picture winner, who is that? GVXK Simmer. I can't tell you, because you know I'm going to make that a video. Can't tell you. It might be Parasite. But I can't tell you. Bombshell deserves so much more from the Academy. I think it was good. It's a good movie. Chris Pratt should have won an Oscar for the Lego Movie. I assume you mean for voice work. If so, I'm all aboard. Forky asks a question is greater than Cars 2. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Zane, am I a fan of the Patrick H. Willems channel? I'm not sure who that is, and I am sorry, but I don't know who that is. I would love to know who that is. Please let me know. Nico. Hey, brah. Hey, brah. Zane, you rewatched Sunset Boulevard yesterday. Left me with so many questions. Was she really ready for her close? I'm ready for my close-up. Simmer. I'm gonna call you Simmer because it's like JVXK. Jivix? I'm not sure. Only watch one movie for the rest of your life. Which one? Okay, so that's a tricky question because my favorite movie and like the greatest movie, because it has to be a movie that I can watch on repeat. Because like I can't, as much as I think Parasite, I'm just using recent examples. As much as I think Parasite is a perfect film, I can't watch that every single day. It would have to probably be a Harry Potter or some sort of superhero movie, some sort of like fantastical world. Because I wouldn't want to do like a drama, something fun and like would get me motivated and like happy, you know. Um, should the Oscars have a separate category for voiceovers? Absolutely. I think that I like Robin Williams should have had an Aladdin. He should have, and Andy Serkis should have one for his work in Planet of the Apes. Voiceover, and that's, I mean, that's also like motion capture, but like voiceover should absolutely have a category. Um, let's see. Jackson, the Lego Batman movie deserved a Best Animated Feature nomination. The Boss Baby is a good movie. I think I agree with you there. Hello from Brazil. Who's my favorite director? I can't tell you because I'm going to make a top 10 of my favorite directors in the near future. And again, I hate self-promotion, but again, I'll say it. You can become a member and request that, and I will make it for you. And it'll be dedicated to you. Have I watched Anrug? Bro, I'm not sure. Throw in whatever, throw in some of those movies. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Melissa McCarthy was nominated for Bridesmaids. Do you think Tiffany Haddish deserved the same distinction for Girls Trip? That would have been really cool. I've seen Bridesmaids a lot of times. I haven't seen it recently, but that needs to change. But I've seen that many times. I only saw Girls Trip once, so I gotta say again to say she should have been. But I do remember thinking she's brilliant. Yeah. Rumor has it that more MCU's Aquaman through and more came first. Will the antagonist in the next Black Panther movie who believes should be character? I have no idea. We'll see what the future holds for the MCU. I can't wait. I need